Hey guys, welcome back. We're going to talk about the big picture of what you're going to be selling and really where you fit into the process. And then we're going to talk about what kind of businesses to target and what type of industries they're in, where they're located, and then how to keep track of them in Google Sheets. Cool? So first things first, we are selling what we call lead generation websites, okay? And what this means is we're going to go to a service provider industry that is a phone-driven business. So this could be anywhere from a painting company to a pest control company to a roofing company. Typically, we're looking at something that's a little more blue-collar in nature, something that people are going to go to Google for and that they're going to type in roofing near me or painting near me. And whatever comes up on those results, people typically click on the website or click on the link on Google over to the website, and then we build our websites entirely to be phone driven. Okay, so the funnel systems that we build within the website are all directed around that call button. Cool. So the very big picture of what we're doing is we're essentially going in, we're trying to get a business owner to essentially buy a lead gen website that will generate leads for them. Okay, and then we charge them to set up the website, and then we charge them a monthly rate for the leads that we send them. And on the back end, our team goes in. We obviously build the website, and then we we go to town on the search engine optimization on it. We get that website ranking based on keywords, based on backlinks, based on title tags, anchor text, citations. You don't need to know about all the SEO stuff necessarily, but you do need to know that we work on the back end to really rank those sites extremely well, and that's really ultimately the reason why we're in business, is because we do a good job of ranking those sites and generating leads for these small business owners. That's what gives you the ability to be confident on the front end whenever you're selling these to them. Okay, so that's kind of the big picture, and we're going to get into a little bit more detail with that because we have to educate you so you can educate your customer. But we'll get to that here in a different video. Right now, let's talk about what type of businesses to go after. You're going to be in charge of the prospecting and the sales. And for that, you're going to have to figure out, who the heck am I going to call? And right here, I have a website pulled up. This is Thumbtack. This is I don't need to go into what it is, but basically this page right here, this is going to be a link under the video, and you can go through here. There's tons of different industries through here. Now, we have compiled a list already of most of these that we want to go after. However, there might be a ton more in here that you think, hey, why is this not in the list? Add it. Okay, so this is going to be a link where you can click on, go and look at all the different industries that we're going to try to target businesses in. Okay, now notice these have to be phone driven. They don't necessarily have to be what we want them to be. Okay, we can help with brick and mortar stores, and in fact, we actually have that in the list. But for right now, we really want to focus in on these phone-driven businesses. So let's go through here. So for instance, let's just grab one of these. Plumbing drain repair. Is that going to be a phone-driven business? Probably. I mean, is someone really going to be Google searching plumbing drain repair? Probably not. They're probably going to be doing plumber near me. And for a plumber, yeah, that's going to be a phone-driven business. They're going to call up, hey, my toilet's leaking. Will you come out and give me a quote? So that's a phone-driven business. Okay, maybe something else. Aerate, lawn care, basically that's all going to fall under one thing. Balcony repair. You can kind of see these home improvement industries are mostly phone driven. Anything that someone is going to be calling to get a quote for, or submitting an online form. We don't want an industry where people are going to the website and then they're trying to figure out, hey, do I want to use this company based on their website, or something where we have to educate the people. That's our custom side of the business. The custom side of our business is where we go in and we do the branding, we do the extensive web design, we do the marketing copy. This is just all directed toward search engine optimization. We get the lead generation website up, we get very basic content in there, and it has to be phone driven. Okay, so I'm not really going to go through much more of this, but let's get into the Google searching, or the Google sheet. So for your prospecting, to figure out who the heck you're going to target, this sheet will be shared with you. This is Zane Missouri Niche Research. We'll have different sheets or different different sheets for different states. So whatever state you want to target, if you live in New York, we'll probably have you really call on the New York people. If you live in California, same goes there. Florida, Texas, wherever you're living, we're probably going to try to have you focus in on that area, just so there is a situation where, let's say, you're in California, you're in Southern California, and you're calling on businesses around, and there's this huge client that we really want to sell, and they just don't feel comfortable putting that down payment for someone that is just over the phone. They want to meet you face to face. So just in case that comes up, we want you to be pretty much researching and going after businesses kind of around you so you can do that. All right, so this sheet it looks really complicated, but it's really not. Whenever you're in one of our sheets, this goes for any sheet you're ever in, anything in pink is going to be hard-coded. And what that means is it is just you input, it's an input cell. Anything that is not is something that is going to be calculated. So all of these are calculated, all right? So basically these here, I'll just go ahead and explain this. So basically we're looking at a few different key characteristics for the companies we're going after. First, we have to figure out the industry though. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull up a Google search here, and what we have listed down the left side, as I said earlier, are all of the different industries that we have labeled or deemed something that we want to go after. And again, we might be missing something here, so feel free to add. But for the most part, this is going to keep you pretty busy for a while. We have all the cities listed across here in the state that we're in, so it goes all the way to the right here. It's a pretty complicated sheet, so again, don't mess with anything that's not pink. And actually, you know what I need to do? These are actually all input cells too. Whenever you see this will be pink. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to start going down the line. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to pull up a Google search, and I'm going to do auto body Kansas City. Okay. So I'm going to do the industry name, and then Kansas City. And actually, before I do that, we need to get organic search results. To do that, what we're going to do is we're going to go to, and I'll also have this link below, we need to search anonymously. Okay, so this is serps.com. It's going to give us the ability to search anonymously. And the reason for that is Google often keeps cookies, they keep past search results, they use an algorithm to show you what you think you're going to want to see, or what you think they're going to, yeah. So when you search anonymously, this makes sure that there's nothing that gets in the way of that. It's not going to use any of those past search terms that you've used or whatever. So this is going to be the most organic listing. So this is where I want to type in auto body, and then I'm going to type in Kansas City, and I'm going to do Kansas City, Missouri. Okay, so what this is going to do is it's going to do a Google search for me. All right. Now, let me explain what you're seeing here. So you've got 3 companies right here in what's called the map pack. And then below that is the organic listings. Okay, so these are actually based on entirely different types of criteria for search engine optimization. This in here is often based on, and I don't need to get into the details here, we'll show this later, but this is usually based on something called a citation, which is your name, address, and phone number listed in directories across the internet. And then it also utilizes these Google reviews. And then down here, the organic listings, this is based usually on keyword and authoritative ranking and backlinks. Okay? And again, you don't even really need to know all that right now. Just know that they are different. And what we're looking at is we're going to grab the criteria or the characteristics, or excuse me, the results here, and we're going to copy them over to the Google Sheet. All right, so what the heck am I looking at here? Google always organizes this into 3 different companies. So the top 3 companies that came up in this result are Venus Automotive, Auto Body Color, and Prestige Auto Collision. So what we're going to do here is we're going to start updating this. Okay, so you're going to do this. You're going to fill this out for every single niche industry, and then you're going to have a ranking, which is going to show you right here, and you're going to copy that down. And what I mean by that is here, because this is the map pack full. 1, 2, this is the map pack, so are there 3 of them? Yes. So I would type in yes. Number of MapPack websites. Okay, what I'm looking at here is this website right here. So what this is telling me is this Venus Automotive Body Shop does not actually have a website. And what we're looking at ultimately is how competitive is this industry? Is it too competitive? Or is it not competitive enough, or is it just right? We're looking for something that's just right. We're looking for the low-hanging fruit. Something that's too competitive, we don't even want to touch because it's going to take us way too much work to get to the ranking that we want to be at. And if it's not competitive enough, then that means it's not going to generate enough leads. See, so we want something that's semi-competitive. And that is exactly what this is showing us. Okay, so how many websites are there listed in the MapPack? This would be 2. So I'd go through here, number of MapPack websites, 2. How many companies have reviews? Let's see, they've got 18 reviews, 50 reviews, so they have 2 reviews. So technically, all 3 companies have reviews, okay? And if you'll notice, this competitive scale, this is changing based on some criteria that's all going on over in here. Don't mess with this. This is all if-then logic, and we don't want that tampered with. Okay, so now we're looking at the individual companies listed inside the MapPack. How many reviews does that company have? So this one would be 18. See, that's got 18 reviews. So we're typing in 18. Now, 2 and 50. 250. Now, the ranked on page 1, this is where we're looking at the organic rankings, okay? So in here, company 1, are they listed? So they're listed in the MapPack. Are they also listed on organic page 1? So we're looking at Venus Automotive Body Shop. They don't even have a website, which means most likely they're not going to show up on here. Okay, so that's going to be a no. Company 2, which was the Auto Body Color, which we're going to have to click on that. What I did here was I'm going to click on the command or control, and I'm going to open up a new thing to see their URL. So ABC Auto Body Color. So I'm looking for that in my page 1 results. And from what I can see, no, it's not listed there. So we're going to put a no. You have to notice this is dropping the competitive scale. If it was a yes, if they're listed in both the MapPack and organic, that tells us it's a very competitive space because it tells us that someone is actually doing SEO work. And we want to stay away from industries that are too competitive, remember? All right, so the third is Prestige Auto Collision. They're the first one on there. I can see that. So that is a yes. And that's going to raise that ranking right back up. So what this is telling me, competitive scale is 13. The status is medium hanging. Are we going to target the niche? No. Okay, so this is what I want you to pay attention to. Is this yes or no? We, at any time, may go through here and change our rankings. And this might say low hanging no, or it could say high hanging yes. We're going to change these dependent on what we're targeting at the time. Okay, we'll go through there and do that, so don't mess with that. If it says yes, target it. If it says no, don't target it. But what I want you to do is go ahead and copy in the number. So this is 13. You're going to go down here. You're going to put 13 inside the auto body, and you're going to do this for literally every industry. So appliance repair, Kansas City. You're going to go back to this appliance repair. We're going to keep the location the exact same, and same thing. So we got 3 companies here. No web. Actually, they do have a website. So 3 websites. Is this company also ranked in the MapPack and so forth? You're going to do the exact same thing. And let's say that this was how many companies have reviews? Let's say this was a 2. Let's say this was 5 reviews. Let's say this was 2 reviews. And let's say this was 10 reviews. So this just told me a maybe, which means maybes, that's a yes. So go ahead and target it. Basically, we're going to have a range of competitive scale that you're going to go after. So you're going to keep a list all down here, and you're going to go through here, do every city. And ultimately, what we're going to be searching for is companies inside of those target industries, okay? So if the competitive scale is just right, then we're going to go ahead and build a website for that, and we're going to go after companies inside of that target niche. Cool. So hopefully that gives you enough to go on. Let us know if you have any questions. All right, see you in the next video.